First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. The Motors. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get into the end zone.
Try and swing it that far outside. That blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
The defense from the right hash. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it. Again, Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this.
Lofted over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback. He's got a man. Complete. And his kick is good. And that will double
it for lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And that this to get it back to a one-score game. Bates' kick is good. And that the Saints in victory formation now as they'll take this one. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince. He might actually pop one of these runs, but bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 37. Bates' kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Well, now how about this return? And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Moore, the motion man. To the air, Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Allen keeps himself upright. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 10th carry in the game for Carr. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Gone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 19 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And partner, to tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
To throw is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
39-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5. Allen. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the
now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And pass complete to Moore. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 2.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. Obviously just a gigantic play here, tied late in the 4th quarter, getting the block to keep this game level.
Yeah, and Brandon, I know that I should be giving a lot of credit to how it was set up and how they scouted it. Let's just give credit to the player who made the play. He understood the situation totally and did something just a little bit extra in order to affect that block. Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now Goff. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now it's Goff. Here we go, this to avoid overtime. And he floats one there, incomplete. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This to Laporta, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bills 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
First throw of overtime for Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So it's a win here for the Lions. And the guy who spearheaded things with Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but
after the catch. That is caught by the tight end. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win for the visitors.
It's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
on 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's got this down here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
That's good.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Go get him. Go get him.
From the gun, here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to pick it up himself, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jacoby Brissett, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now Goff. Got his man, it's Dortch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
There's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Goff throwing again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
In motion is Dortch. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 3 yards out. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7.
Cardinals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Brissett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Cardinals on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Brissett. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 77 yards. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out on the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
A shotgun snap for Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Gone. Looking for right, and he finds him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. This one. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that off.
On 4th down, that's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Play action. It's gone. Wide open receiver complete. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And pass completed to Dortch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gone. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
That's good.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes this down about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up.
Jameer Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Pass caught. That's Golden. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And in the 2nd half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love looking to throw it. He'll complete this one to Watson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 65 yards rushing for now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
off the play fake. Love able to find his man, Kraft. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up second down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
There's no quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This is big death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Packers 35, Lions 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's Goff and the Lions, down by 7, a minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Another run for Gibbs here. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score.
appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Point after here coming up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 35-35.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
It's Brian Branch with it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And this time not quite to the 30, down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on that. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
The end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And this is going to be a win for the visitors, the Lions. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much.
Advantage of it.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
To throw, it's May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. From the shotgun, May with it. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Stevenson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. No, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
To the air, May. Got Dobbs over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not just a cover guy, Roger McCreary getting back behind the line of scrimmage on that play.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing here is May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From his goal line here, Goff. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Goff now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was.
Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Lions 17, Patriots 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Patriots now trailing 17-10, a little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. May. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game. but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And they go play action with May. That's complete to Dobbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
New England.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Short pass caught by Henry. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Second and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw. Gets this complete to Butte. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
Back to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts
It's a loss of 2.
as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
26-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. May going to give it to Henderson.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, 1st and goal. He's back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henderson.
I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
May going to try to throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
A 2-point conversion.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some.
Often is reserved for fourth down.
Slot man moves right. Here's Goff. Got his man. It's Dortch. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of
Nothing
9.
fancy on
Brings
first
up
down, but a very
second and a
consistent
yard.
type of a
At the
play.
27-yard
Hit that
line.
slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll go again with Gibbs. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Got his man. It's Gainwell. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Yards to go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Gets around him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's brought down, getting this one to about the 35. 74 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That pass completed to Dorsch. And they'll get him down as he he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. It's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing again is gone. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now it's gone. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. Throwing is Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 17-yard line.
Now second and 9. This is Swift on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's caught. The tight end Logan with it. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll go. Here's Williams. That's taken in by Raymond. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open and a really nice throw. That sets them up with first and goal.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monunga. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll run again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Kyle Monangai taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Williams pass.
That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. Shifts by him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
That's good for 21
yards.
yards and a first down.
Bears.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But
and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Monungai with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best block. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
14. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
26-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds Gibbs on the check down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Off play action. Here's Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Again, Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun. Goff. That pass completed to Dortch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
First
You
and
cannot
10
write
at
these
the
guys off just
46-yard
yet, not with a
line.
quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Throwing again is gone. Got his man. It's Dortch. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A big play looming on third down. Here's Goff. Pass complete. That's Lovett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Second down, goal to go. Goff now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third and
now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but they didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A pass complete to Odunze. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football.
First down.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, Deuce wide open. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Bears, first down. First and goal, Chicago.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter, both offense and first and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw caught by Pitts. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Robinson up the middle. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And the Falcons.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Running right through him. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
14 more yards.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Looking to pass. Tua. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to make it a two-score game. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. from 3 yards out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible too.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 31-28. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on 1st down. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
29-yard line.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now it's gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Goff. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit.
Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. That pass completed to Dortch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
This is where also an urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And that one to the right side and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
31.
So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The Falcons
35-yard
back
line.
out getting set for this next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Tua. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Lions, now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
That's good.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And 10.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now gone. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he's down to the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's gone. is Williams. And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as his drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. First throw of the OT session for Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
13 more
Another
yards.
nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From midfield, here's Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
That one deep for London. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's second down. Here's Tua. Short throw caught by Pitts. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Looking to pass. Tua. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
And that's one you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, this game's over. But that's going to give this offense a second lease on life, and you can't afford to do that here in overtime.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the gun, it's Tua. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tua to throw again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and
under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Of course, this definitely 4-down territory. Gotta have a touchdown on these next 2 plays. 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
It is all down to this. 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So it's a win here for the Lions, and the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback.
There.
Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Open man right side is St. Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would swing.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions an A. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. Inside the 20. And so a win for the visitors, the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. They get a
somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. To throw is Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll try to run the option here. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for and now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
That ties the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take
And
over
Detroit
first
getting
and
set
10
to go now.
At their own 27-yard
Well, they just
line.
gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. St. Brown in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up
They'll
second
wind up
and
losing
18
8 on the sack
at the
there, and
19-yard
it's second
line.
down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back, able to get it done.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. From 17 yards out. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Lions 31, Giants 24.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now out come the Giants. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no goal. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gun.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now throwing again, here's Dart. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
8 yards.
Derek Barnes from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's Dart. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Oh, nice move. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Goff now to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporte.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here now, 3rd down. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Giants 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here is Jackson Dart and the Giants. Down by 7, a little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's got Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And he stopped immediately there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Connecting with Johnson. And they'll get another 1st down here up at the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Scattergood. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And the Giants 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Giants.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
The extra point is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And that will tie the ball game. So the Lions now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over.
So out now come the Lions.
At their own 28-yard
We have
line.
seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
First throw in overtime for Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at their 48-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know what you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And the Giants are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass, and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's a big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. Gets past one man. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 90 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through...
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close.
There's running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Williams from the gun on third down. That is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Running is Monunga. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. This one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense.
His intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. sneak 6 consolation TD, but it was not to be.